All right, everyone, welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody is having a good Thursday, Friday Eve. Just kidding, I'm never gonna use that phrase again. I hope everybody's doing well. This is just another stream, the fourth one of the week. I can't believe I've done already 4. Hold on, let me fix this music thing. I gotta figure out some new music. I think I'm gonna get copyright claim again, but I gotta listen to this. We're just gonna deal. There you go. All right, welcome to the stream, everybody. We're gonna be doing we're just cruising. These streams are really just for me to discover things that I can make videos about, make those videos. So really, we're gonna be different places. Usually it's going to be split up in 2 halves. I'll start off with one thing and then end with another. Maybe I'll do the whole thing, who knows. But for right now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do some shader stuff, just have a little fun, just mess around. And then maybe we'll do some grease pencil stuff, but you know, maybe if the shader stuff gets interesting, we'll stick with that. But that's the general gist here, what we're doing. We're hanging out, we're doing stuff, and yeah. So I guess let's get started. All right, so we're here at a nice thingy, a blender again, blender 5.1. Nothing special. We're gonna set up our scenes so we can do something for shading. We can just click on the shading node up there. I really don't need this. Can do that, and then I don't need this camera. I don't even need this light. That's cool. You know, honestly, I don't. For right now, we're just gonna be trying to maybe make some fun looking textures and like energy textures. That's like what was popular on my channel for a long time. I haven't done it since like version 3 or 4. So let's just see if we can make something for this. We're going to set up some objects here that are just standard objects. We got a cube, then we'll do I like to do a rounded cube, not a rounded cube. What is it called? A round cube. Let's see what it's called. I have this, I go to the preferences, go to add-ons. I do extra mesh. That's what I want. Mesh. Round cube, that's what it's called. Basically, the difference with this round cube is that, let's move this on the x-axis by 3. Basically, it's a sphere that has like more even topology instead of it having like those triangles or n-gons or that. So we'll hit smooth on that one. Cool that I could right click and hit change. Anyway, change round cube. Okay, we'll hit shade. All right, we got a nice little square. Then we're gonna do a plane. We're gonna rotate this on the X by 90. We'll hit G, X, -3. I'm just setting it up so we could see the shader on 3 different objects. I have some add-ons I don't need right now. This, there you go. All right, we got my screencast keys. We're set up here. Let's put our view up to like 150. Give it a little angle there so we can see what this looks like. We'll go into rendered mode. It's dark. We'll set this world up to be off so we can't see anything. Then we're going to put a material on all 3. We're going to do the same material just so we can see it in 3 different forms. And then we're going to erase this. Oops, we're just going to erase the principal BSDF. And we're just going to use an emission because we just kind of want to see what's going on with the shader. So we'll hit the shader, put the emissions, cool stuff. Now they're just white. Clear that out. And then we can start messing around with some stuff here. I'm gonna hit Control T, and we'll start messing around with some textures, some stuff. Good to see you, Bone Circuit. We're just hanging here, not doing anything extravagant, no aim. We're just messing with some shaders right now. All right, so we'll do some textures. Let's remember some of these textures. Actually, I don't even remember. Let's just look through this stuff. I know that a lot of stuff is like changed and updated. So I haven't heard of this. What is it? Gaber texture? Let's see what this looks like. Honestly, pretty cool. On like, when did the Gaber texture come in? This is pretty cool. It kind of looks like waves. So we're gonna attach the mapping node here. Also, I'm gonna hit S. Oh, this. There we go. So we can have snapping for these, so we can just keep nice and or keep this nice and tidy. All right. So this is a interesting texture. Let's see what it looks like when it moves on like the X. Holding shift. Kind of looks like a wave. Does it move on the Z axis? Let's put it to 3D so now we can get some 3D. Kind of ripples and stuff. That's kind of fun. Right. Instead of UVs, let's do generated. Maybe object. Let's do object for now. We'll probably be switching through those just to see what they look like. And then let's input a value here just so we can change the value very quickly. I don't think I'll be stretching this right now, so we'll just see some different values here. I'm holding shift. That is pretty cool, this Gaber texture. So all right, so we got Gaber. Let's see what phase looks like. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Be a lot of fun. I wonder if we could do some cool like VFXy material energy type things. Oh, change the Anna. What is it? I never know how to pronounce it. It's anisotrophy. Anisotrophie. Anistrophy. Topy. NFTopy. Doesn't matter, but looks pretty cool. Honestly, at 0, if we move this, it almost looks like we're going through something. Anisotropic. Oh my god, I'm a dummy. Yeah, anisotropic. Thank you, Bone Circuit. But what about with the Y? Is it anistropy? Anistropy? All right, so we'll do that. That's pretty fun. Let's add some different stuff to this. Let's just play with this. Let's follow this. This seems kind of fun. There's something I want to add before just to make it look cool. We're gonna do 2 viewports. We're gonna do the viewport where one of it is one of it has the compositor node attached and the other one doesn't. So let's do a bloom just so we can see some standard bloom stuff here. And then can we turn them on a per basis? Okay, let's go back to the shader node. There we go. So one's gonna have bloom and one isn't. And we're just gonna turn all this stuff off. And we're gonna turn this stuff off. Just look a little cleaner. Tidy noodles, dude. I used to not have tidy noodles. Now I do. Feels like I have a condition. It's like your noodles just aren't tidy, bro. You got no noodles. Your noodles are all messed up. All right, so we got this going on. One has the bloom just to see, since I'm trying to do maybe like energy effect or whatever. And what's interesting is to be able to control, what is this, the direction of the noise. Kind of interesting for it to be. So phase is cool. In value, it kind of blurs it out, which is pretty cool. And then let's see, intensity. Intensity makes it look, even has, kind of looks like a skin material, like wrinkled up skin. So that's something to keep in mind. Wrinkled, keep that in mind. All your wrinkle skin needs. Like even like if we just put this through a color ramp node, give it the red colors. Around, maybe not red, but like pink. Get that tissue color. Where's that tissue color? There we go. You know, add some variation in that tissue color here. Like alien tissue. Then we can even add one more color ramp where it's just black and white. How do I reset this? Reset color ramp. And then we can like intensify these. And now it's looking gross. Gross as fuck. We'll put this as B spline. We'll go to this pink. We'll go to HSV and saturate it. Let me make sure that my color management is on standard. Okay. This purple looks kind of... This can be more white instead. Saturated. Switch to this. Yeah, I don't know. Looks kind of fun. Maybe your glowing flesh. I won't say it looks exactly like a brain, but getting there. Maybe if we bring the size a little bigger. Kind of looks mushy though. Freaking gross. That's a that's a fun, kind of fun looking. All right. I know that there's a node in here called Raycast, which is new to me. I think I want to try using that. I know Cartesian Camel, he's like somebody on YouTube who did like a good tutorial on it. I haven't watched it all the way through, but it looks pretty cool. Okay, so this is an interesting thing. So we're just gonna save this one and we're gonna keep these nodes tidy. And we'll continue. We're gonna call this material.000 because what we're gonna do is we're going to click on the number here. This is 4 because it's currently on 4 objects, which is interesting because I only see 3. I'm gonna hit save. We're gonna save it in here. We're gonna call this shader play. That's what we're doing. We're playing with shaders, seeing what comes out. Seeing what comes out the end. Yeah, we'll call that material 1, and then we'll also do default, nope, external data, automatically pack resources. Good, and then purge data here. Keeping this as clean as possible. All right, So that's a fun one. Let's click on this button. That'll make it 001, so it'll be the next one, and none of these are now 001. So we'll make sure to change all of these to 001. 00. Okay, now we can like move on from this, but keep this one. So we'll keep a lot of this stuff here. Let's see what other textures there I don't recognize. I think Gaber is the only one that I don't recognize. Yeah, because there's still magic texture, sky texture, running texture. You know, I always see magic texture and I never know how to use it. So let's see what we can do with it right now. So let's bring in the magic texture. And it looks kind of interesting there. With a depth of 0, we got like basically wobbly lines. We're going to mute these color ramps for right now. We could do that by hitting M, and that mutes them. That kind of gives us like this texture here, which is what we're looking at. Kind of has like different colors, it mixes in together. It's kind of interesting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a separate color. So we'll go to utilities. Honestly, when I go into these nodes, I just keep seeing new nodes like that I don't remember. Like vector, separate spherical. I put that there. Separate spherical. So that I assume that this is radius. I don't know my geometry, guys, but phi and theta. Oh, this is an interesting node because like the bottom of it has like these little ridges here. I don't know what that means. Does that mean that there's like extra stuff in here? There is. You hit tab on this separate spherical. There's like a whole thing doing here. They're doing some math for you. Like where it gets the theta. That's fun stuff. Okay, so we're gonna hit Alt S. I wonder what I'm gonna look up the node wrangler. I wanna start using these shortcut keys a little better here. So in node wrangler, show hotkey list. I know Alt S, which is like the inputs, but I want to be able to switch the output. Make sure that I can find it. Like maybe if I find Alt S. And Shift K, Alt S, Alt S, Alt S. Detach outputs. The unused, reload images, lazy connect. Has to be in here, right? Or is it not part of the node wrangler? It's just part of Blender itself. Well, if I had to guess, it'll be something with S, right? So let's do, so Alt S switches between these. I do Alt Shift S. How about Control Shift S? How about Control Shift? All right, nope, that's them. Huh. Oh, I should just type in switch here. Oh, I guess this might be part of the just like the hotkeys for Blender then, right? Merge nodes. Let's look at this real quick, and then I'll give up. We'll move. Keep going. Clear nodes. Detach outputs. Control Shift D. Set mix factor. Reset. Swap links. Alt S is right here. I guess there's no other ones. Reload. Reroute. Okay. Guess there's nothing else here. If you drag out a scripting editor window, you can show project manifest and store ideas, etc. while you build up concepts. Looks good on screen as well because it's a text stamping content. It's a text stamping content. Okay, let's see what you're talking about. What do you talk about, Bones? Let's see. If you drag out a scripting editor window. So let's drag out a scripting. Like the text editor? Is that what we're talking about? We're talking something. Are we talking about what's in Blender? Okay, text editor. Blender manifest. Is it this? What is this? Well, we'll keep it there for now. Create a new text file. All right, I'll create it. I'll create it. And you're just saying take notes. Are you just telling me to take notes? Take notes, please. Stamp what you are doing. When you say stamp, what do you mean? Zoom it in. You mean like copy and paste the nodes? Can I do that? Data stamp the project concept. Data stamping the project concept. Data stamping. I think I'm overthinking what, or overcomplicating what you're trying to tell me. Data stamping, is that just me being like shader material? Oh, a date. Okay, so what's today's date? 23rd, 04, 23rd of the 26th. Reading and comprehension basics. I can't read, Bone Circuit. I can't read. You're gonna have to just read it for me. Okay. Let's just keep exploring now. I will take notes though. All right. Magic texture. We got the fee. We got the. Okay, no. We let's go back. Go back to what we were doing here. Let's do a can we do color separate? Can we separate the color? All right, so the red gives us some lines. The blue gives us offset lines, so kind of like a sine, cosine, something like. And then the green is kind of like a grid. Let's do HSV. I'm just exploring. Ooh, this one looks fun. So basically getting the magic texture, separating the hue, kind of fun. Honestly, on the orb here, on the sphere, looks pretty fun. There we go. We do generated. Is it any different? All right, so I do like how that looks. Let's see some different ones. Actually, let's do. We duplicate. Let's do one more view. We'll go into rendered, go into front view. We'll do front view for this one. We'll do the plane. And then for this one, we'll do Le Cube. And for this one, we'll do Le Sphere. Oh, and we can see kind of like all three at the same time. All right, all right, all right. That's fun. Saturation. Kind of like how all this looks. Be used for a lot of things here. I think when we add more depth, it gets like super bright. All right, let's take off the bloom that we had here. Let's just do it without bloom. Okay. A lot of fun. Let's bring back this gradient. We'll put it back to linear and we'll reverse it. Then we'll bring the scale back up. Fun, 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 fun. Change just the value. Dang, the magic texture has a lot of potential. I don't know what the potential is, but the potential is high. Put 0 distortion. I love how it dances. Okay, and then we'll go back, we'll go to HSL, see if this is any different. Nope, it's just doing the same. And of course, if we go back to RGB, we'll get there. Easy lines, easy lines. We'll save it there. I think we will actually change it to HSV. We'll put it to hue. This is like the one I like the most. And we will reverse it. And I like that. So let's move it forward. Let's save this one. These are kind of like little seeds in where it starts to grow. This is how we're exploring here. We'll hit the 3 there. We're now on a second material. We will select this, get to the new material. There we go. Now we're on 2. And let's see another texture here. Some easy ones. I remember gradient was good. I liked gradient. Does the sky texture even work in E? I remember it not working. This is it right there. Sun disk not available in EV. If we just plug it in right now, it doesn't do. Oh, okay, okay, okay. This does stuff. Okay, so a lot of sky potential here, obviously. Single scattering. Okay. Okay. Sky texture. let's do. Yeah, the gradient texture, like I was saying before. We will disconnect that, delete, place. How do I do lazy? Holding Alt. There you go. The laziest of connections. All right. So, going to mute this. Oh yeah, we're not. All right, we're just gonna connect this. We're gonna erase these ramps. We'll see that it's at half. If we put it on generated. There it is. Easy, quadratic, spherical. It looks like spherical's pretty interesting. Kind of hits the corner there. Quadratic sphere, regular sphere, radial. Cool, cool, cool. How do I get this radial to be in the center? Was it 0.5? We'll put it to 0.5. We do spherical. Negative 0.5? Shrink it? That's pretty cool. One. We'll keep it moving. Okay, so my plane has it now. Cool. Do some math with the vectors here. Vector. Happy. Vector. Let's add a different texture on here. All right. Texture. Do the magic texture. See what that does for us. Interesting. Without the magic texture. But... okay. If we added the same vector on here, If we copied this, just duplicated it, put the vector in. Kind of like this effect here. What if we made it? Okay, kind of like an orb that's like. I kind of can't. I want to see the square, so let me just make the world some brightness. There it is. Shouldn't have made it black. Harder to see. Okay. Got this mix factor. We'll leave the clamp on. Got a bunch of wavies on here. Looks kind of like a headlamp on like an old like lamp. Right. So let's do, this is a mixed node. I wanted a math, color, utilities, math. Where's our vector math? Vector math. This is actually what I wanted. Oh, dotted line is interesting. Divide, multiply. And cross product. I don't know any of the math, but I know how to mess with a bunch of options. This. Cross product from project. This sphere looks kind of like an old movie logo. I forget what they're called. Valley there. All right, all right. Let's try a different texture. Let's try a different texture. Let's try Voronoi. So I like how it makes the sphere look like cool. Kind of looks like a golf ball now. Shoot. Shoot. Kind of like how this looks on the sphere. We do like a put it to 0 and then we put it to type in frame. That'll make it so it'll always play on the frame there. Let's bring our loop to maybe see. Maybe 120. Happens so quickly. What if we divide that by 100? But we divide it by 10. Oh, this starts off in the negative. Thing. So what's this do? This starts off at like -3 and then ends at 3. Okay. You do like a map range. The range we're mapping is the value. We'll do 0 to 3, which goes to -3, 3. Here. Put the frame on this. We'll divide it by 10. And we'll put there you go. Maybe divided by 50. Add in one more second. Well, that's kind of like a neat effect for the circle part, the sphere, I should say. And I think the direction is it controlled by this? Controlled by Let's do a little mix shader here. We'll do emissions. We'll do a shader, mix shader, transparent. Shader, transparent. And we're going to use the factor instead. Go. We're gonna invert the color. Or should we just swap these? Swap these. I think in our performance, since we're in Eevee, there's something I have to check in here, don't I? Go to materials. Blended. There it is. All right, so that's a kind of an interesting look. And then as far as the colors go, let's organize. Colors go. We'll bring these out. We'll do a color ramp. We'll do emissions here. Give this some different colors. Put the values up. Copy this one. Saturation. Add in some random color here. Pause it in the center here. Change this to constant for this actually. We are going to put this gradient texture in here. There we go. Now we can have some different colors. So we bring it back to linear. Bring these up. Color loop. Go, and then we could even just put in that bloom. That's a fun look. Specifically for the sphere. I think the sphere looks kind of cool. We bring in the different sizes. Cool. I wonder if I could put in a color ramp. Thin this out. Linear. Kind of interesting there. All right. Let's keep on trucking. So we're going to hit space on there. And we're gonna hit this little dot here, and we'll not dot the number. We'll duplicate it, and then we'll make sure that we're on the new one. There. Now we're just gonna erase some of this stuff. All right, we're gonna skip the Voronoi texture. We'll do a different texture here. Do it now. Actually, let's build out a different. We're gonna focus on the top left one, and we'll start off with the gradient texture. Let's just erase a lot of this. Let's go texture, gradient, Control T. 90-degree turn here. Negative 90. Bring it up. Is it 180? All right, we got the fact. What's the difference between fact and color? Just like 3 numbers instead of 1 number. So yeah, see how much we can mess up this gradient. Got the gradient. If we put object here, that black spot up there. Go. The utilities, vector, math. And let's just add different textures. Do the Gabor texture. We'll do phase. I'm gonna do the same thing. Hit Control T. Hit save. Multiply. Three-D texture. All right, subtracting looking pretty cool. What's this look? Looks like some pseudo flames. Barely though. But this is 0. Value. Let's do face. Like we were doing. What other things do we got? Vector, utilities. What is vector curves? We grab. What I'm doing. Ugh. Let's switch textures. Voronoi. Anyways, if we put this into an image set, put in a little sun lamp here. Bring up the strength. Do a little bumpy bump. Put the height. Size. Let's see. Interesting. Ugh. All right, let's look at some other ones. We have the meat, fun one. Let's see what other. Oh, and then this is. Let's just erase this one. Like. All right. I'm getting a little bored of shaders now. That's let me take a little potty break here, and then we'll switch over to grease pencil stuff. Maybe we'll just grease pencil it up for the remainder. Save this first. Hey, set myself up. Storyboard. Cool. All right, I'll be right back. right, we are back. So yes, let's do some grease pencil stuff. We're just gonna do some sketching, hang out. A couple add-ons I'm gonna I'll also save. Grease pencil. All right, some add-ons I want to do. Preferences. Grease pencil, quick tool. Storyboard tools. The most important one that I wanted. Right. Let's do some. Love draw on the hedge. Fun. 3 heads high. Baby cat. We're just gonna do some warm-ups and then we'll open up that project file that I was working on yesterday and then we'll continue forward with that. Dun, dun, dun. Sometimes you just gotta warm up off the dome. Even this. Draw shapes, you know. What shapes me? Like, I forget who talked about it, but like, automatic drawing. Gonna make shapes. Go with the flow. Get loose. Yeah, I always want to draw the head in the same direction. Borders view looking left. Getting the old wrist loosen up here. Do some circles where we make straight lines. Right. Shoulder. Ba-da-bum, ba-dum. Pulling that one. My tablet crooked. It doesn't matter. It's a warm up, right? Like that's what we're supposed to be doing. I'll also change the title of this. No longer doing shaders. Doing some grease pencil play here. Change that. Grease pencil. Around with. Okay. Cool. All right. We'll do one more warm up. That project. Let's make circles. Just trying to use my shoulder, trying to loosen up the old joints. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's do file, new, open, don't save. We do the artwork. There we go. That looks like. Maybe we could figure out a cool drawing for all right. So let's make sure that we have oh, excuse me, the storyboard tools turned on. That's good. Don't see off. Oh, there it is. Organize our panel. Cool. Probably create a new grease pencil object. Put it in there. We'll hit the plus sign. We'll do parent to camera. At the cursors where the position is. All right. Do the grid here. Bring that upwards. Do upward. Front here. And do huge strokes. See it. Stroke. White line. I think for this object, I want it to be always in front. The option here. No, I can do it in the viewport here. Right around. Visibility. Viewport display. Front. Cool. And if I go into this mode here, we'll switch it to random. Good. All right. See if we can sketch something interesting there. off everything. Keep the grid though. Maybe we won't. So let's see if we can something cool catch here. Watching The Matrix would kind of inspire this. Those sound crazy. It would be super scary. A person. They're kind of like the warrior. Warrior. Come out, right? Sketch. Something here. Put away on. We'll keep the other. We'll keep the tentacles to the actual 3. Keep the tentacle. I think this is a good. Way to connect these dots. Is it M? There's like a. Okay. Switch over. And need this stroke to be even less so. The stroke much higher. Edit mode. Okay. All. As well. Sounding. Little, it's got a little hand, a little tentacle hand. Okay. No, it's alt mode. It's smooth too. Good. J. Solve. On the sculpt. There we go. Good going. For the edit. Order. I wonder if I should duplicate all these. Scale on the to be underneath. Yeah. This layer we'll do call it line. Touch under for color now. Erase this line. Patient. Keep the sketch under the color under. Now, ooh, draw mode. Fill. Consider all the layers. Go. Now let's see. Oh. Voices. The above. Cool. Now we got it. All right, let's unisolate this. Cool. Bigger. I think we're going to use the liquefied. Not the sculpt tool. Toolbox. The shape this out a little bit here. We'll apply it. I want to look like a bug. A little gremlin. Whew. Oh, we're getting the bug down. I think we can make the orb go away. Orb is under. Go. Drawing right now. Cool. I think I can give a shader do the tentacles that'll bit here. Hello, Lani. Good to see you here. We're continuing. We're making this little sentinel thing. All right, what are we doing? We're gonna make this little gremlin guy. Gonna this. Get rid of the sketch layer. We'll just go in the sketch layer. Then we will start messing with the tentacle mouse. Then so let's this open up the shader here. What was I doing? And then we'll go to tentacles. Select this shape. Let's just do an emission shader. I want to do an emission, but I actually don't want it to emit anything. I think we can trick it with some bootery. Because if I put the emission in it right now, it'll illuminate. Doesn't. Oh, if I have ray tracing on it, but if I have it off, should be good. Okay, this is good. Color pick this. Brighter. I think it's missing its little leggies on the bottom, on the left side, on the bug's right side. We'll probably do. Okay. I want to do the tube, so it kind of has like a gradient on the tube. Let's see if I remember how to do. The curves. Texture space, yeah. Like it has little spindly things, little spindles. We can make them huge. Okay. That's my. Oh yeah, texture. I know we shouldn't do gradients, but let's see what it looks like. Have a little fun. Let's have a little fun here. All business. Kind of give it like what generate. Okay, so this one comes out, yeah, kind of cool. Generated font. I'm gonna flip the. Give it depth with some gradient. Okay, okay. His little hands. 90s. You can see that. Don't like how this is. That this way. We can get rid of it. And this one. This guy's kind of obscuring the hands. Maybe I should. Oh my god. Maybe I should. These. If I dissolve this. Like really hard to find this. Find this. That one. There it is. Right there. You need to curve out a little bit so it looks like I want people to see the little tentacles. Not the tentacles, the little hand. You can also frame it up too. Give everything a little bit of room. That could be. Probably be hidden. Okay. I think the tentacles are a little better. Let's get back to them handsies. Get back to story. Like this. Would go to the line. So let's unlock the line and the color. Go to edit mode. See if we can select the whole thing. Hit Shift D, we'll duplicate it. Can I do something crazy? No, let me just see what it is. Is it mirror? Grease pencil mirror. Control M. Control M. Do it on the X. Okay. The more you know. Then right now these guys are in front. So we'll right click and we'll do arrange and we'll send to back. Oh, should right click, arrange, send backward. Back. I think it's because the grease pencil is not in 3D. Oh. Now we can see. Like shit. Ooh, that's weird. Like reveals the tentacle. That's not good. Ugh, I guess we're just gonna have to really do it. I'll send it backward. I feel like I'm missing something. Anyway, we're gonna probably see this is a different way. This. Let's see, let me move it into just a different layer. Oh, having it a different layer kind of worked. Not kind of, it did work. So we'll keep it there. We'll keep this little hands. You ever watch The Matrix and you see the Sentinels? They got like little grippers. The little the designs in them are so. Honestly, it's probably like around here. Start adjusting them. Oh. There we go. That's looking more accurate. All right. Give this a look. I think it's kind of exciting. Up a little bit. I want to add some stuff onto this color. Fill, and I like to do it a little bit lighter. Light. Like little Orbeez. Cool. Fill. Honestly, maybe this is too many highlights. Let's just keep it on the big. Draw mode. Like fudge. Fudge. A light gray on it. There we go. We got some buggies now. I think we're building this out pretty fun. Okay. What if we made the pencil be affected by light? What is this? I don't know. Object mode. We'll call this. Then we'll go. Start building this out. Got a little gremlin guy. We got a little gremlin. So, oh yeah. So, what's weird about the grease pencil is that you go here and you're like, be affected. Go to the object mode. Throw down use lights. Good. So does that mean? Oh no, I got it. Oh, it's gone. Does that mean that I can? Hold on, for the light here. Have that light. Being affected by lights at all? Turn this. I have it to be affected by lights, but see if there's like some settings in here that I'm missing. Let's go to shader. Let's just make sure that the world shader, what if it was black? Alter lights. Good. Duty layers, cool. Go here, ability, use lights. Kind of see the light difference. Like effect. Like thinking. Red spotlight here. We'll turn on some extras. If we duplicate this and we rotate this, oh, the light does work. But why doesn't it go completely dark instead? Feels like it has like some ambient light that I can. If I deleted all the lights, everything turns black, right? Where's that extra? Okay. Delete all the lights. It goes pitch black. But the object, but like the pencil object doesn't go pitch black. So there's a way. Go black. Right now, let's turn off all the lights. Get this. What other options? Probably going to be silenced for a while. Get this actually affected by the light. Where is it? Where can it be? Where? Oops. Can make multiple bugs. Multiple bugs. Oh my god. Start. Okay, everything's saved. Okay. Close one. All right, so let's go here. Make sure render looks okay. Beginning. Use map. Hmm. There it is. Under, damn, that's stupid. So it's under the world viewport display. Make it dark. This looks so freaking cool, man. Thank you. Thank you, Lonnie. It's shaping up. I wasn't feeling good. Getting there. Now the grease pencil can be affected by the light. There's so many things that needed to happen for that to freaking happen. Like 3 settings. Now we can get the foreground light here. That go away. We put the spotlight on them. Okay. And what is this point light? This point light is there, but if we bring it up forward, there we go. Our little guy gonna start looking creepier. What I wanted. That light colors. He's gonna freaking munch. He's gonna eat them. So this is good. This is real good. Glad I found that out. Another video tutorial idea. Just keep them coming. That's why these live streams are good. To find out what to make videos on. Okay. So now that we got that going, I also want the tentacles to be affected by it too. I think I know how to have it as an emission shader right now, but we're gonna fix. We can desaturate this light, pose it higher. Seeing how exposure doesn't really do anything for it. Okay, cool. So we'll do 2000. Then we'll saturate it. We'll do 1500. I'm feeling so much better today. I feel like there's progress being made. Okay. Now we'll go to the shader. We'll click on the tentacles. Go. Nice, dude. I'm glad. It's tough. You gotta, you gotta fight through the pain. Because it's like the feeling when you're not doing well, like doing something creative or artistic and you're not doing well. Like the feeling that you get, like the discouragement. We have the word like discouragement. Like just being not motivated. It's really like in your brain, it's really like that friction is like almost probably very similar, not just like off the cuff, very similar to like actual pain. So you're like actually physically going through some freaking pain to like, as you like try to do stuff and make stuff, and fighting through that is what, really makes you push through. And I only speak from experience. Years and years. Took a long time to figure that. Okay, let's just do a simple shader. We're not gonna do anything crazy. Let's just do diffuse. We'll put that in there, and then let's see what that looks like. Good stuff. No, screw that. We're doing the principal shader. The color in. There it is. We will put the roughness down so it's actually reflecting some stuff. We're going to add a Fresnel so we can separate it from the backgroundy. We'll do that with a mix shader. We'll do an input Fresnel. Put that in there and let's do an emission shader. See what that looks like, and then we'll type bug. There we go. We're gonna put a color ramp on this thing. We'll do constant. Not the greatest. Nope. I think I'm gonna have to add some more. But anyway, this is getting closer to what I'm thinking. Instead of Fresnel, let's actually try a layer. Put layer way. It has a Fresnel on it. Kind of blend it better. Basically. We'll do facing. We're gonna do an input normal. If I remember correctly. This guy, right? I think we can control the normals, right? Nope. Thought that's what I wanted. I guess not. Okay. So we'll just put the Fresnel back in here. That, and then we'll put it back to lit. Color can be the red color, and then there. That gives it kind of like a cooler thing going on. I don't know. It's stylistic. So that's cool. I think I'm going to go into the tentacles though and make sure selections, outline selection. There it is. So we'll do the selection for that, and we will put the resolution to 32. That'll make it so it's less jagged. We'll hit save. Do we have it so it does a cap at the end? We don't fill caps. Actually, yeah, let's actually fill the cap. Better for right now. Change the profile. Where? Let me save this. The bezel resolution. I don't know about this. Go back to round. Fill in the caps. Maybe thinner's better. Okay. Thinner. Oh, it should be a certain different color. This is just white. Add a little emission to it. Adding some ambient occlusion to it. Not ambient occlusion, ambient light. We'll keep it at 0. We'll control Z. Get out of this. Where is my screencast? Okay, and then we will sell some paint. I don't. Cool. Mode. This light. I think it's cool that now this grease pencil can be affected by the light. Gotta make a tip video for that one. Yeah, look at that. Cool. And we Set the radius down. Like, I think it matters. Off. I wonder if now we can make the eyes like kind of like glow. Let's see what methods we have for that. So we'll select it. We'll go into draw mode. We will hit N. That's our oh, it crashed and that's what happened. Let me reactivate story tool. Oh, we're back. Story tools. Going to we're gonna add a modifier to see if there's like a glow that we can just add on the grease pencil. I remember there being one. Let's this one. Add effect. Glow. I accidentally clicked pixelate. I can pixelate it. That just looks like like looks like it's just being blurred now. Like you are not allowed to. Yeah. Glow. There we go. And I think we can do glow under. Cool. And I think we can pick. We were able to pick the layer we can apply that glow. The glow just adds a nice little card list. Pretty cool. But they took that off. I know at one point there was a way to filter it. Good that they would take. How's it going, Grease? Oh my god, Spooky's here. The party is here. How you doing, Spooky? Are you done? Are you done streaming? Is the streaming done? Is your streaming done? Man, I wish we could really add that effect. Turn on the glow again. Then we... I think we could separate the eyes. There has to be a way to make a cool glow effect, right? Or like... this layer is not affected by the light. That's how you do it. Okay, so that's how you would do it. Mask adjustment. All right, so let's separate the eyes into its own layer and then make it not be affected by the light, and then we can control that a little better. So let's go into edit mode. Let's select all the eye stuff. That's an eye. Pretty cool. Eye stuff. The eye is good. Oh, good. We got all the eye stuff. And we can hit M, layer, and we'll call eyes. Now we could change. Oh, this one. Eyes. There we go. Now the eyes can kind of be beaming out. And then let's tint the eyes. I think there's a tint here. I just realized I was behind your stream and I thought you were ignoring chat. Oh. Can you imagine me ignoring chat? Good, I wasn't ignoring your chat. Anyway. You're about to scold me as a streamer. I was asking, how'd your stream go? Are you done streaming? Is Subnautica over? Can we move on? There we go. Oh, don't crash. Thought I was gonna crash. There we go. We can tint that layer. Now that's looking good. Super cool. Now we can even give it an effect. Glow. We'll do add. There we go. Now we got some glowing going on. I think we did something good today. There we go. Eyes. Got the glowing eyes. Looking pretty good. I'm done. It was good. I made a submarine. Wow. You made a submarine in Subnautica. It only took you, has it been 2, 3, 4, 5 years now? What does it mean to have made a submarine in Subnautica? Does it mean you have a house now? Add shadows. I had 2 glows. Cool, we had a little glow effect. That's looking good. Kels is here, virtual Kels. Good to see ya. Long time no see. It's been 14 years since I last saw you. All right, we're getting close to, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? But let's see. We got the eyes to glow. We separated it. Maybe we can like start sketch the color, the lines, affect that. Next, we'll probably have to do some drawings of like the little handsies. Pretty good. Little gremlin guy. Yeah, Kels. It's kind of like a spider. It's inspired by the Sentinels from the Matrix, but basically a spider. A spider, a lot of hands. Gonna replace his little hands with other hands. And there's gonna be more hands. But it's gonna be a giant spider, like these are buildings back there. All right, so looking pretty good. Eyes are glowing. Make the tentacles glow a little more. Those sentinels always scared me. They move too quick, and they got so many hands. If you watch the Matrix again or the Animatrix, they have so many tiny little hands. They're like a mixture of like little grabby raccoon hands, but like 100 of them. They're freaking me out too. All right, let's just do a little tweaking on the tentacle parts or the hands. And then we're gonna call it. I need the on-screen chat to properly display the emojis. I was wondering why it wasn't doing that. Hold on. I think okay. I think I set some settings right here. Like turn it off and on. Oh my god, I stopped it. No, I didn't mean to. Try the emojis now though. Throw those emojis in. Put their own emoji. Why doesn't it show them? I think it shows it for you, right, Spooky? It doesn't show them for me. I think there's a setting I have toggled that is not good. Because those are on YouTube only. Boo. But like it should show it anyway though. Is YouTube second class citizens? Are we second class citizens now? There we go. I think this is using emissions. I don't think anyone has used the YouTube emojis in my chat, so I don't know if it works or not. I'm not assuming. Yeah. Nobody cares about widow old grandpa YouTube. All the hip twitchers are out there. Okay, anyway. Let me think about what I'm doing. Outline here. Color the outline. Okay. Oh, that changed all the outline. Make its own thing. There it is. Oh my god. And then change these settings here. I don't like all these edges. And we will that layer to line radius. There are too many options. I think that's fine. Oh, okay. We'll just make it a little darker and we'll call it a day. All right. All right. I think I'm calling it. I'm tired. Should have slept more. Should have took more melatonin. I don't know. But we made a little progress here. If I hit render, it's getting there. A lot of weird jaggedy stuff going on, but we're slowly building out this spider scene here using grease pencil in a 3D space. So we're slowly making our way there. I appreciate everybody who joined me today. Kels, Lonnie. There was another person in here. Bone Circuit. You're still here. I appreciate all you people supporting me. Yeah. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. So tomorrow may be just a bonus stream or I won't stream at all, but we will see. Anyway, I appreciate everybody. I hope everybody has a good weekend, a good night, a good evening, a good morning, a good twilight, a good dawn, a good dusk. Those are all the times of day, right? Dusk. Doesn't matter. Take care, y'all.